Gotta keep reading, 'cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read.
Well, I really like Accelerated Reader because it gives you a chance to choose your level of books and it's just really fun and I prefer it to just group reader.
I like Accelerated Reading because it's very fun to learn and read.
I think it's helping me read now because I'm reading a lot harder because how we have targets, can't just say, okay, I'm going to read 2 pages a week because I didn't really read a lot before Accelerated Reader came. Then I started reading night by night and it's just improved my reading.
Well, I think it's a good way of having pupils in our school learning to read.
Because we bought quite a lot when Accelerated Reader began and that means there's lots more books for us to read.
And it tells you and now you know what books are what suit you the best than if there was no stickers to tell you. You wouldn't know what book, so if you started a book you might it's too hard so you might not find a book.
Yeah, because some people when we didn't have Accelerated Reader they would just choose a really hard book and then they'd be stuck on every word or something.
Because it lets children know if they've read the book carefully, if they've not read it carefully, and it lets them give their opinion at the end. And if they didn't really like the book, if they didn't like it at all, there's a selection of do you like the books, the best book in the world. And I recommended Jasmine The Adventures of the Super Diaper Baby.
It helps with your spelling because if you don't know how to spell something and you've maybe seen it in a book or you've read it in a book, then you know how to spell it.
Well, it is a bit more tiring, but it's funner, and you get to choose your own books instead of the teacher's giving you one. It's getting a bit more exciting now.
Well, when I read, I learn more words.
I think it has improved my reading a lot and it helps you actually want to complete books more because a lot of the time I would start a book but never finish it.
Well, I kind of think Accelerated Reader is a very good way of getting people to read more.
Encouraging everyone to read really.
Yeah, I've changed quite a bit. Maybe if you're writing a story, you could use words out of another book and it's got other great words you can use at school.
Well, once you've had a book in our class, you have to write your name down on a list and then the teacher will read out the list and whoever's first can go on the computer first and they will type in their password and username and they'll get on and then they'll type in their book name and some people don't put in the author but you can if you want. And then you do your quiz and it'll say at the end you get 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5 and at the bottom it'll say if you want to you can look at the ones you got wrong and if you don't want to it comes up onto this page and where it says 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 whatever you got and then you print it and then you go to the printer and get it and then you go home, get it signed and then bring it back into school and you can put it in our folder in our classroom.
Because it's making it more funner to read because you get to take a quiz on it instead of just reading it and just leaving it. Well, it makes me read more than I used to and it's more interesting and when you do quizzes you want to find out how good you're reading and yeah, it's improved my reading a lot.
And when Accelerated Reader came up, when we finished the book, we done a quiz on it and that was quite fun because you got to go on a laptop and I really like technology.
You actually realise how many books there is, because sometimes you just feel like there's going to hardly be any there. They're not going to be many for you, but there is quite a lot.
When people are at the computer doing quizzes, like when we're finished them, we tell them our scores and we say like, I recommend this book to you and everything.
I've read Jack Donaldson books, which I've never ever read before, and I've read some of the Killer Cat books and the Diary of the Wimpy Kid and all that. There, because then people in the class we're always like talking about like what book do you have and what's happening in your book. I kind of knew a little bit about Michael McPurgo, but now I've really got into his books and started reading them a lot more and found out a lot more about him. Spy Dog's Talent.
Spy Dog's Got Talent.
Yeah, Spy Dog's.
And The Famous Five and Secret Seven. Enid Blyton.
I'm reading Blyton as well.
Because you do need to take them in every day, but it's nice to take them home, and like if you're bored you can pick up your accelerated reader book and start reading.
I know that you'll have a ball. Turn